And that is that. Burnley are back in the big time. What a sensational story. 31 league games unbeaten.
Fantastic.
They've been relentless. Well done to Scott Parker and his coaching staff. His third promotion as a manager. Ashley Barnes is fourth as a player. Burnley are back in the big time. They've beaten Sheffield United by 2 goals to 1. John, what a story.
Unbelievable, unbelievable. And the scenes again, the scenes are fantastic to see from years on by. You know, I've seen it myself, it's been fantastic. This is what it's like, and this is how it should be celebrated.
5 promotions now to the Premier League. A small town club. What an achievement that is.
It's a massive achievement. It's a massive achievement, and hopefully, you know, we can move on from there and instill and maintain this now from now on.
Yeah, absolutely. And the hard work's been with the back 5 at times, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I know they conceded today, but it's only 15 goals. It's a second-tier record.
It's practically unbelievable what he's done with that defence this season.
You know, to a man, they were fantastic today.
Yeah.
We talked about Maximus Dev. Egan Riley had another great game.
Indeed, yeah.
Robertson Perez, even after he was booked, I thought was fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to, from goalkeeper all the way through defensively as a team, you know, they do take some beating. Even as a team, you talk about, you're looking at Jaden Anthony's defensive fantastic. He's blocking a shot in the 6-yard, recovery run is fantastic. So this team this time is doing absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, they've grown as the season's gone on, haven't they?
Yeah,
I know there was a period around Christmas when we were a little bit concerned they weren't going to score enough
goals.
But you look, they've got 61 now, 61-15. So you know, you might go and get 100, but concede 60. You know, it's all in proportion, isn't it?
It is, yeah, it is.
Some great teams, isn't there? Yeah. Burnley are back. They had a difficult year in the Premier League last year, but they're back. They've been relentless. Just a call here to get everybody off the pitch.
Yep.
Baz will be worried about the game tomorrow, and we've still got to play Millwall in the last home game of the season. So he'll want everybody off for that reason alone. We're going to stay with it just for a little while here. Sheffield United, I think, had just been helped away from the pitch. It's Burnley's night.
Sheffield have gone off, haven't they? So
up for the 5th time. That is incredible in the Premier League. Burnley like a bank holiday Monday, and they've gone up on Easter Monday. Scott Parker in the crowd, full of emotion, and rightly so. What an achievement. When he came in July, there was an element of turmoil. Players were going to leave. They'd got used to life in the Premier League. What he did, he reorganised the side, and he's got himself a fantastic group of players here who are back in the Premier League. They're back in the big time.
Is clear. Please return to your seats.
Those promotions, 2009, 2014, 2016, 2023, and again in 2025. First one under Coyle. We've seen Michael Duff at half-time. 2014, 2016 under Sean Dyche. 2023 under Vincent Kompany. And of course, 2025 under Scott Parker. He has performed miracles, John.
Well, you know, you look at that. We talked about Vincent Kompany in the season. He did really, really well. And that's just amazing. It's just a fantastic how the players have responded to him, how they have. And defensively, he's got a solid unit. I'd love to see what happens next season. I'd love to see where they go from there.
I mean,
if we can continue with that,
they'll be able to add to the squad, won't they?
Yeah, definitely.
Please, can everybody else clear the pitch?
And I wonder if Josh Brownhill can stay now, John. He's out of contract. They'll try that again, won't they? Try and get Brownie to stay, I would think.
Yeah, you'd have thought so. He's been unbelievable.
A handful of people stood on the pitch
just trying to get the last few people away. And there's Scott Parker. What a proud man he must be. Fantastic achievement. Jonathan Hill by his side has been magnificent. Special word for Michael Jackson, who's done a lot of work with the back five, who've only conceded 15 times this season. Imagine, John, in your playing career, playing for a side that have only conceded 15 league goals.
You just don't hear of that. You just don't hear of what they've done this season. It's fantastic.
People suggested that couldn't go on around the halfway point, that they wouldn't keep not conceding, but they throw themselves on the line, don't they? You've seen it today.
You look at a team and you look at the individuals in that team, and they're born together. They've linked together so well.
Newest team will be back on the pitch. Burnley.
5th promotion to the Premier League. For a town club, John, that is sensational.
It's amazing, yeah.
The club you played for,
I know,
if you'd have thought 5 promotions.
At this level.
The way the Premier League's moved on.
Yeah, it has, yeah. It's fantastic to see. It really is.
Yeah, 4 of those 5 promotions have come on a Monday, all on bank holidays, which is amazing. With some bank holiday for the playoff final. Easter Monday, Burnley beat Wigan here under Sean Dyche, 2014. Yep. May Day bank holiday, they beat Queen's Park Rangers here, 2016, to go under Dyche. The only exception, Good Friday at Middlesbrough. Still a bank holiday under Vincent Kompany. So there's something about bank holidays and Mondays, isn't
Fridays.
there? Yeah. Most promotions to the Premier League. Burnley joined Norwich City, West Brom and Leicester City with 5. In the history of the second tier, only West Brom, Man City, Birmingham City and Leicester City have been promoted more than 9 times. 9 times Burnley been promoted from the second tier. Fantastic record, really is. And Scott Parker nominated for Manager of the Year. He's got a chance of winning that, hasn't he? Considering what he's gone through.
I think it's been amazing how he's come in and he's completely changed. You wouldn't expect it to do what they've done this season.
No. The thought was they'd 2 seasons to get back. And he had to bring players in almost the last few minutes. You saw the helicopter that Ian Fleming came in. There were other examples of how rushed it was to get players over the line the last minute.
Well, the directors and the chairman and that, they've done ever so well with it.
It was 24/7 that last week. Alan Pace has done a fantastic job to get the side competitive again. A lot of people have stayed behind here, John, haven't they, just to see this. What a story it is. Remember those 12 goalless draws? Well, they don't matter anymore now. It was 1 off the Football League record. Might still beat it. Blackpool held the Football League record.
Wow.
12 goalless. I mean, if they'd have won 4 of them, John, they'd have already won the title, wouldn't they?
Yeah. But
it's still there.
Not meant to be.
He's still there, up for grabs, isn't it? With Leeds, perhaps. 2 games to go, still something to play for.
Yeah. Leeds are flying as well.
They are. They're 2 very good sides. Sheffield United are a good side, to be fair.
Well, but all three teams
have done really well.
Have done ever so well.
Pulled away from Sunderland.
They've pulled away from it, and it'd be disappointing if Sheffield didn't go up. In the playoffs.
Yeah. So I'm that old age where you want 1, 2, 3 up, probably.
Definitely.
But they have lost 4 of the last 5. That's done for them at the end, hasn't it?
It has, hasn't it? Yeah, it has cost them.
That's really done for them at the end.
I don't know. Did he have players out? Is it squad?
Well, a little bit, a little bit. Brought players in and perhaps didn't know his best side at that stage. But I thought they were decent today. They gave Burnley a good game. You could argue, but for the rash challenge for the penalty, they were very much in it at 1-1.
It's amazing. You write some notes down and things like that. I did quite a few this week regarding this game.
Yeah.
I'll just have to.
You felt it was special, didn't you? I think,
There you go.
Predicted scoreline of 2-1. That's the modern equivalent of having it in a sealed envelope, isn't it, on your phone to open up? Yeah, you fancied 2-1, did you? I thought they'd come here. I spoke to a few people today, and I thought they'd give it a real go. For 30 minutes, you might as well play 5 up. and see if you can get 1-2 up.
I think still got to, that can be done later on in the game.
Yeah, perhaps.
I don't think how you play all season and how you get into the position you are.
You've done it well, haven't you?
You will always think that's the best way forward, first and foremost. And that was the plan. They went to the top, and they knew that Burnley's ball retention was going to be the problem more so than how well they keep the ball.
I like Egan Riley.
Do
you think Egan Riley's a big player? Again, he's out of contract this summer. Burnley got to secure that because he looks a modern defender to me, John, doesn't he? Good with the ball.
It complements how they play. It complements how Burnley play. But I do think it's not just the back four and your two holding mids. I think, how they've played today, the defensive forwards when they've lost the ball, they've tucked in.
You're right about Anthony. He's got a bit of everything, hasn't he?
He's worked back so well.
Yeah.
And it's not something which you see a lot of wingers wanting to do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We'll stay with it just for a few minutes because the players are going to come back out. There's a message on the screen. Just going to stay with it whilst we just can. So it's 15 goals conceded now after 44 games. The record for a 46-game second-tier campaign, Sunderland with 28. So Burnley aren't going to concede all those goals in the last two fixtures. Go to Queen's Park Rangers on Saturday, 12:30 kick-off. I do need to just look at Leeds' remaining fixtures. And the excitement of everything, I've lost my way a little bit. Might need the glasses for this. The players are going to come back out in a moment. So remaining, Leeds entertain Bristol City, who aren't quite certain of a playoff spot yet, and they go to Plymouth, who are still alive on the last day of the season. Burnley got Queen's Park Rangers away on Saturday, and then play Millwall here a week on Saturday. So that's what's left as far as the title is concerned. But right here, right now, Burnley are a whopping 8 points clear of Sheffield United. They're guaranteed promotion with 2 games to go. Scott Parker has done it 3 times now. Bournemouth, Fulham and Burnley. Neil Warnock led 3 different sides to the Premier League. Sheffield United, of course, Queen's Park Rangers and Cardiff. Steve Bruce has got 4 promotions to the Premier League. But what a good choice that was, wasn't it?
Can we stand up?
Yeah, of course you can, yeah. You're struggling with your knees.
No.
Say that, just stand up.
Applaud.
You'll get a better, you'll get a better view. Of course you can stand up, Might be better for the knees as well. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, we'll get a better view of it from here. We're prepared, aren't we? We've got a promoted 2025 stand there in the middle. I bet that was kept to one side.
Yeah, definitely.
Got security guards all around the perimeter of the field. Everybody, just about everybody. I can't see an empty seat. Everybody's stayed with it, haven't they?
Yeah.
The flags are out. It's a fantastic occasion. Burnley back in August, it was a difficult one. The defeat at Sunderland was a difficult day. Players were leaving the club, continuing in the Premier League, and the Clarets had to bring players in at the last minute, and that was organised fantastically by Scott Parker. Just get you right there with the white mic. Just trying to keep the camera on the middle as well. Well, I can tell you when the Premier League season starts. 16th and 17th of August. That's Burnley's start of the calendar for the next season.
Is that quite early?
A little bit, isn't it? There is the World Club Championship this summer, so I was a bit surprised it wasn't the end of August. There was a time when it was the last weekend of August that things started, wasn't it?
Last week in September,
Yeah, Scott Parker, James Trafford, CJ Egan Riley all nominated for EFL Awards, Manager, Player and Young Player of the Season. I know we've sort of got Claret's bias, but you'd want him to win all three. I think Keegan Riley's a fantastic player, and I was a little bit surprised Josh Brownhill wasn't in that shortlist for Championship Player of the Year like he was 2 years ago. He was magnificent. Not the clean sheet for James Trafford, but he's 2 games to get that clean sheet Football League record.
Wow.
And you'd want him to get that, wouldn't you? Because he looks a top keeper. I thought his handling was excellent today. Didn't have a lot to do, but his handling looked a top keeper, didn't it?
Well, it's nice to see him coming for crosses.
Yes, yeah. Oh, you know, they've worked on things, haven't they? He's a young lad of 22. He's very young for a keeper. They've worked hard on it, and I think that has helped, and he's developed. The save, don't know if you saw the save at Watford.
I did,
at 1-0. It was unbelievable, isn't it? You'd think he should have saved their goal, mind.
Is it Connor King down there?
Yes, Connor. Yeah, Connor does work with him. Good. Yeah. Kirsten's the goalkeeping coach with Connor King working with him.
Another good goalkeeper. As well.
Yeah. And all the keepers have done well. They really have. Some of the lads that have gone on loan, Sam Waller's gone on loan to Rochdale, and he's done really well. Again, you know, we're building an academy. We're building through the 18s, 21s, just waiting for the players to come out again here. There are some scenes just inside the dressing room. They've all changed, I think, to T-shirts. They're all coming back out again in a minute. They've got to make the most of the ups, haven't they? Because, you know, the downs hit you quickly, don't they?
They do.
If you're not careful.
These moments, you know, like you said, they're once in a lifetime for a lot of players.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We're not getting it out of here anytime soon, John, are we? Because everybody just wants the players back out again, I think. Fantastic occasion. Burnley have worked ever so hard. You thought you were worried about missing out in that run, weren't you? Finishing third, going into the playoffs. But Burnley's form was so good.
Somebody had to, out of the 3 teams, somebody had to miss out. And they, you know, you talk about winning what we do. The 3 teams have done ever so well. They've cleared away from everybody else, and it's just a bit disappointing that one of them has to drop out. One has to miss out. And again, like you said, hopefully, you know, the playoffs go on performance, you know. Who's that?
Yeah, we're just starting to see 1 or 2 players come out, I think. There's some TV engagements. I think we've spotted Josh Cullen just come back out just to do a TV interview. Burnley are behind Leeds on goal difference. But that matters not at the minute. That wants to be still played for. Burnley have still got every chance of nipping Leeds for that top spot.
Well, it's you know, it's how they finish now, isn't it? It's just, don't let this be your last game.
No, that's it. That'll be the message, I think, very quickly. Perhaps sometime tomorrow afternoon.
Enjoy yourselves. Still got to finish off the job.
Yes, I think so. Yeah, absolutely. Just a message for everybody to remain seated, and then we'll get the players back out. There's still that last game of the season here at Millwall, which will be a special event. Still got to go to Queen's Park Rangers on Saturday. Just waiting for the players to come back out. Burnley have beaten Sheffield United by 2-1. 2 goals from Josh Brownhill, his 15th and 16th of the campaign. Equaliser from Tom Cannon. Sheffield United gave it a real go. But we're about to see the players emerge again from the tunnel on what's a really special night for Burnley Football Club. 5th promotion back to the Premier League. They've only been out of it a year, and they've bounced back straight away. 16th of the season for Josh Brownhill, 12 for Zian Fleming, 7 for Jadon Anthony. It's been a special season for Burnley. Just the 2 defeats. Here come the players again. Led out by Josh Brownhill. Fantastic scenes. Taking the applause around Turf Moor. in the middle of the park. Still got all the energy in the world, John, haven't they?
Yeah, they weren't doing that at 70 minutes gone on.
No, they weren't. They found a bit of energy from somewhere, haven't they?
Yeah.
What a group. It's been a magnificent achievement. Chairman's out there just greeting them. Burnley are back in the Premier League. A fantastic promotion. Good to see Jordan Bear there as well. Jordan Bear's had a really difficult year with injury. He'll be an asset in the Premier League next season. He's a top defender. And Alan Pace just greeting them one by one. We are Premier League T-shirts. And the players enjoying it. And it probably means, John, that Jadon Anthony's on loan, Marcus Edwards, who's on loan, they'll probably be able to join Burnley in the summer. You're expanding the team, you're improving the team, and that's important, isn't it?
It's massively important. I mean, you know, these lads who've got you there, they want that reward, but then it's how you can build from that to maintain.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you've got to give it a go, haven't you?
Yes.
You've got to give it a real go. I know there's an assumption the 3 promoted teams might go back down, but give it a real go. You've got to give it a real go. Here comes Ashley Barnes, 4th promotion for him to the Premier League. What a story that is. Rejoined the club in January, and he's greeted Alan Pace, lifted Alan Pace off his feet just outside the centre circle. Fantastic scenes. As Burnley's newest team, Premier League's newest team, Burnley, and they're taking all the applause in the centre circle. Fantastic achievement. They've done ever so well to get back first time of asking, and it's a club record 31 league games without defeat. That stretches all the way back to 1920-21. They can equal Reading's record of 33 if they remain unbeaten for the rest of the campaign. Here comes Scott Parker.
And the people who make it happen day to day, the Backroom team.
And his staff just following him. And he's just making sure he gets everybody involved. Very much a team effort, you get that impression, don't you?
Yeah, it's great to see.
And he's making sure the staff take the applause from the cricket field stand. That's brilliant. What's everybody involved on a fantastic night for Burnley Football Club. Back in the big time after a gap of just a year. 13th home win of the season tonight. They've beaten nearest challengers Sheffield United by 2-1. Done the double over the Blades. And Sheffield United now have got to think about the playoffs. Looks possibly like Sheffield United, Sunderland, Bristol City, Coventry. Although Coventry were beaten today, Bristol City were beaten today. So plenty still to play for. Good to see he's making sure the staff are out there, isn't
That's fantastic, yeah. It's meant everybody's involved, you know, and I think that again comes from the chairman as well as the manager.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, great scenes, absolutely great scenes. They're just all getting in on the photos now. Burnley are back in the Premier League. QPR away on Saturday, Millwall here a week on Saturday to finish the championship season. But you know, there was an element of turmoil back in August with players leaving. Burnley have had 22 different scorers this season, and that's because 6 of those 22 left.
Wow.
It is a massive, massive turnaround, but they've done it in a season, and they're back. They're back amongst the elite. Burnley will be playing at Anfield, Old Trafford, the Etihad, the Emirates next season. Might put 1 or 2 off that, John, might it? You know, they are tough
not
games.
bad, is it?
But it's a great platform to be on.
Of course it is.
And Burnley can build, can't they?
Yeah.
I'm adamant, you know, they've done it right this time. They've got young players out there. celebrating again in front of the fans. Fantastic achievement. There might be one or two sore heads in Burnley tonight, but at some stage tomorrow they're going to realise there's a job to be done. They're chasing the title alongside Leeds, and Saturday will be interesting. It does mean Leeds have gone up as well. They're guaranteed promotion. It'll be Leeds United and Burnley in the top flight next season, plus one other. And they deserve it. They've been, in recent weeks, John, they've been magnificent, haven't they?
I mean, you don't let 15 goals in.
Just 15, yeah.
Just 15 now, you know.
No.
Without doing something, you know, you're out. You've done something right.
Yeah, it's wrong to pick out players. They've gone for a slide in front of the long side. I hope there's no injuries there. Baz won't be happy with that. There's a few marks on the pitch there.
Doing that.
But this is great, isn't it? Make sure you celebrate the good times, because, you know, Burnley have worked hard for this, haven't they?
They have, yeah. And they deserve it.
Absolutely.
The team deserve it. The whole club deserves it.
Thanks, John. It's great to see you back at Turf Moor.
Again, anytime.
Great
mate.
to see you. And we're leaving with the news that Burnley beaten Sheffield United by 2-1. They're back in the Premier League. Their 5th promotion to the Premier League. And it's 31 league games unbeaten. A new club record. That is a fantastic achievement. I'll see you for the Queen's Park Rangers game. Remember, that's a 12:30 kick-off on Saturday. Burnley go for the title. 2 games left, but they've won here tonight. They're promoted back to the Premier League. Burnley 2, Sheffield United 1. Josh Brownhill with both goals. Take care, everybody. Enjoy the night. Big thanks to John for his help. I'll see you soon.
Thank you. Thanks.